Welcome to this tutorial on managing projects in Flowlu. Flowlu lets you handle every aspect of your projects, from coordinating teamwork to tracking profitability, all in one place, your project page. Let's start with the project page itself. This is where you get an overview of everything related to your project. The main page displays key details, including received payments, expenses, and completed tasks. You can also track the current project stage, and a yellow triangle will indicate if any tasks from a previous stage haven't been completed. There's also a handy stage checklist to keep things organized. If you want to include financial data on the project's main page, you can enable it in the portal settings. Project dates can be adjusted easily, and each project has a project manager and an assistant manager. The lower part of the project page is divided into two sections. On the left, you'll find essential project details such as the portfolio, client information, project description, tags, and custom fields. On the right, there's a communication feed where you can leave comments, mention colleagues, create polls, send emails, and set up events. The feed is customizable and you can filter what you see. At the top of the project page, you'll notice some important buttons. This button lets you complete a project with a status like successful, failed, or paused. Regardless of the status, the project will be archived. You can also create tasks, events, and record payments and expenses from here. Additionally, you can generate linked documents such as invoices, estimates, and contracts, depending on the templates you've set up in your portal. Another important button is the three-dot menu, which allows you to view project history, edit the project, copy it, or import revenues and expenses. Adding team members is done in the Team tab. This ensures all project participants can collaborate within a shared workspace. Check our documentation for details on project access rights. Now, let's move on to task management. The tasks section is designed for collaboration within a project. When you add tasks to a project, they become accessible to all team members. There are several ways to view tasks. The task board is particularly useful for planning and tracking progress, as all tasks are displayed as cards. Tasks can be sorted in multiple ways, and columns can be grouped differently depending on your needs. You can also choose to display subtasks and images on the board. If you prefer a list format, tasks can also be viewed in a task list, which is useful for searching, filtering, and exporting reports. Another option is the assignee-based list, where tasks are sorted by the person responsible for them. For a more visual approach, you can use the Gantt chart. This helps you link tasks with dependencies. By clicking on a task link, you can set up blocking dependencies and adjust lag time. You can also create new tasks directly from this view. The Gantt chart has settings that let you customize how tasks are grouped, what columns to display, and even enable auto-scheduling. With auto-scheduling turned on, when you shift the deadline of one task, dependent tasks will automatically adjust as well. Above the diagram, you'll find icons for zooming in and out and hiding the grid for a cleaner view. If you're starting a project from scratch instead of using a workflow, the Work Structure tab is your starting point. Here, you'll create the project structure with stages, milestones, and tasks. You can then add tasks through the board or any other view. Clicking the three-dot button lets you export the work structure as a report in doc format. You can easily add tasks, milestones, and checklists for each stage. Plus, you can create standalone tasks that aren't linked to any stage. You can drag and drop tasks, milestones, and checklists to reorder them. If your project isn't tied to a workflow, you can also reorder or edit stages as needed. The Time Spent tab records all time logs related to the project. You can filter the data, export it, or view time logs by ASCII. Next, let's talk about events. This section contains all past and upcoming project events. You can manage events easily through the calendar view and enable reminders to stay informed. The Issues section helps track customer concerns and suggestions that arise during the project. You can customize issue types and statuses in the portal settings. Project notes are stored in a dedicated section, which is useful for keeping track of recommendations or important details. Notes can be formatted, and a text formatting panel appears when you highlight text. Financial tracking is another key part of project management in Flowlu. The Money section lets you plan project income and expenses, issue invoices, record payments, and monitor project profitability. Revenue and expenses are grouped by month, category, client, stage, and employee. You can also export this data. Additional financial tabs include invoices, estimates, recurring payments, and expenses. Flowlu even generates a cash flow forecast to help you predict your project's financial health. If you have inventory management enabled, you can manage related documents in this section. If you don't need this feature, you can simply uninstall the app or restrict access. All project files are stored in one place, where team members can view and upload documents. Files can be organized into folders and displayed in tile or list view. The Documents tab stores linked invoices, estimates, contracts, and other relevant documents generated with the document builder. The List section isn't displayed by default but can be set up through the Record List application. This allows you to create a custom table linked to your project. Each project also has a dedicated chat, including all team members and the project manager. When new users are added to the project, they automatically join the discussion. If a chat wasn't created when the project was set up, you can still create one in the settings. Automation rules help streamline project management by reducing repetitive tasks. You can set up rules to trigger specific actions, like creating a task or sending a notification when a project status changes. To enable automation, link your project to a project workflow. You can customize automation for an individual project or for an entire workflow in the Project Workflows tab. You can also configure the order of tabs on the project page using drag and drop. Now, let's talk about managing multiple projects. The project board allows you to oversee several projects created under the same workflow. There's also a board to manage projects by manager. For an even broader view, project portfolios let you group similar projects and see overall statistics for them. Flowlu provides various reports on project payments, upcoming expenses, and paid tasks. The Project Cash Flow report allows you to create a cash flow forecast for multiple projects over a chosen date range. Additionally, you can customize your dashboard with project-related and task-related widgets that track log time, overdue tasks, or any other metrics you need. You can create and name your own widgets to tailor your dashboard to your workflow. Don't forget to set up basic notifications in the notification settings to choose what you want to receive. If anything is missing, you can always add it through Project Workflow Automation. That's it. We've covered all the essential features Flowlu offers for project management. If you have any questions, leave a comment or reach out to our support team.